Hi there, it's Anna Caban here, brand ambassador for Balanced Body. Today we're continuing on with this interview series called Navigating Our New Normal, whatever that is, and it's changing every single day. And today I have a guest coming all the way from London. I'll remind you, I'm in Los Angeles, so we are time zones away and miles away from each other. However, we're kind of living a similar reality. Our guest is Rebecca Convey. She is a mom like me, so I think we might talk about that a little bit too, but I'm going to toss it to her to give herself a little introduction. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, Anna. Hi, everyone. I'm Rebecca Convey. I own Kinetic Pilates here in London. The studio's been open for 10 and a half years now. We have a nice big studio, and we do the Romanis Pilates teacher training here in the UK. So yeah, just trying to wrap my head around sitting here in an empty studio. It's not the way it normally is. It feels a bit weird, but we'll get there.
And Rebecca's also an authorized demo center for our Contrology Reformers. So if you're in the London area and want to test that out, you can connect with Rebecca. So Rebecca, I'd like to start with asking how you are managing your day-to-day during this time, how perhaps you are keeping a stress level down. What does it look like for Rebecca in London?
It's a good question. I seem to be spending a lot of time with my face looking at a computer screen, which is an unusual thing for me to do, but it's the reality. It's what we have to do. So I've been doing a lot of emails and a lot of trying to get things organized to be able to offer classes online and keep people moving. And I think a lot of it is also to keep myself busy so that I'm not constantly checking the news and starting to feel my anxiety levels rise with that. So I'm doing the best I can to keep myself busy. I have two little girls, 9 and almost 7. She'll be 7 on the 18th of April. So yeah, it's also trying things as normal for them as possible. The beauty is they keep me normal as well. So we're getting up, we're having breakfast, we're getting dressed, we're trying to goof around a little bit and have a little bit of fun. This is only day 2 of our sort of official lockdown here in London. So the children were still in school on Friday. So it's all very new, and I find myself going from being very calm and in control to feeling slightly out of control. But we've cooked some amazing meals. Both my husband and I like to cook, so that's a benefit. He turned to me yesterday and said, well, we're eating very well in lockdown. So I suppose that's a plus. And we have a beautiful garden. Well, it's not beautiful right now, actually. I'm lying. It's terrible. But we will make it beautiful. So that's our project for while we're stuck at home.
That is super. I hear you with the children. We're on day 6 now in Los Angeles, but it's actually my son's spring break. So for him, it's just video games, chatting with friends and all that. Next week, we'll roll into this kind of remote learning, and any day now we'll get a schedule and some ideas of how to do that. So we'll see. So I know that you are a studio owner, and so you had lots of employees that work for you. How are you guys managing this transition where you can't be in the space? You're in the space now, you just snuck in, but no one's working. So how are you managing that?
We have a class schedule, a group class schedule that we run every week in the studio, and we have signed everybody, all of the teachers have signed up to Zoom. So we have started on Monday, we started teaching those classes online. And I trialed it on Friday with my apprentices and my teachers. I taught a math class, and I have to be honest, it was great. It was really, really good. It was a bit emotional. I felt I had a bit of a tough week last week. I was going to Sydney to do some training, and I ended up having to turn around and come back home and far from my family, and I didn't have a chance to see everyone at the studio before we had to close it down. So it was emotional to see everyone on the computer, but it worked really well. And I think the thing is that by trying to remain as normal as possible in what it is that we do in offering our classes to our clients, we're giving them a lot as well. So in terms of the teachers, they are offering private sessions to their private clients, and we are still offering our group classes. And if the demand is there, we will just up. I'm thinking maybe we offer more classes in the mornings if people want them. We'll just react to what the demand is, basically. But I think the important thing is to just keep it as normal as we can. And it's so funny, just simply the interaction of somebody that you see once a week is actually incredibly comforting, or seeing that class of people is incredibly comforting. So yeah, day 2 of Zoom, watch this space. Maybe we'll offer more classes next week. I don't know, having to become tech geniuses overnight. So yeah, steep learning curve.
Yep. Yes, it's been a quick and steep learning curve for most people that just had to wrangle. But they say necessity is the mother of invention. So here we are just inventing or finding stuff. So for your instructors, so it sounds like you're working with them in this collaborative. It must be kind of cool for the clients because, you know, they turn on one moment it's Rebecca teaching and then it's so-and-so teaching in their different environments. They're going inside the homes of all your instructors. It's kind of fun. So
yeah.
on a light note, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think it is fun. It creates something that is a little bit different. And I think one thing that's really important, and I hope that other teachers will understand this, is the clients are incredibly understanding. You know, this isn't, we're not having to offer online classes because our studio has fallen apart or it's, you know, unusable. We're having to do this for a reason that every single person on this planet is in the same boat. So the clients are understanding of technical glitches, of maybe not being able to hear you as well as they could if they were in the same room as you. And they're incredibly grateful. So I think we need to try not to be too hard on ourselves in what we're trying to offer, because anything we offer is a blessing.
I will have to reiterate that with you because for many years I did professional videos. And when I say professional videos, if no one's ever been on a set, I had 30 people working on every video I shot. I had someone whose job was to wipe my feet because if I stepped on something and got on the mat, then my feet were dirty. They literally came with baby wipes and wiped my feet. Someone came and touched up makeup. They put an umbrella over my head so I didn't get too much sun because we're always outdoors. It was crazy. And now when, you know, switching to video like this, super on the fly, we're both on our phones right now doing this. You know, there's a part of me that's like, oh my God, it's not perfect. You know, my makeup's not perfect. I'm perspiring, you know, because they'd pat me down if I got sweaty. Anna Kaban never sweated on those Gaiam videos because we would stop and pat me down. That's the truth. In fact, and every repetition looked perfect because if it wasn't good enough, they would just take the best take and just edit 3 in a row, you know? So that's the secrets behind video. Anyway, that's not the case anymore. This is super organic and real. And if we hiccup or cough, it's real life. Yeah. I think there's some beauty to that. So Rebecca, tell me about, you know, some people know you, some people don't. I'm trying to find out a little bit more about Rebecca, something unusual or something we just might not guess. What can you share with us?
What can I share with you? Completely unrelated to Pilates, but it's something that I have finally just admitted to myself. I am deeply, deeply afraid of heights. I have been afraid of heights for quite some time, but I've realized now that it's a bit crippling. I went snowboarding over the Christmas holidays in Canada, and going on the chairlift, I just about died. It's beautiful, amazing mountains and incredible view, and I couldn't turn my head to look. I just was sitting looking at my friend and I couldn't turn to see the view because I was so scared. So I've retired from skiing and snowboarding, which is fine, and I don't care because it's cold and I'm more of a beach person. But yeah, that's something about me that, you know, perhaps I need to explore a little bit. And you might not know that. Afraid of heights.
That is so funny. Rebecca, that reminds me, I donated blood for years and years. I did it, especially in my 20s. I had more time and I would donate blood when I lived in New York City. But I can't look at blood. I can't even watch like Grey's Anatomy. I mean, I know it's ketchup and paint, but I'll lose my cookies. So I'll donate blood, but I'm like, are you done? Are you done? Are you done? So that's a deep secret about me. Love to help out, but totally terrified of looking at blood. All right, so we both have kids, and we were just chatting before this started about one of your beautiful daughters and her fashion sense and what's going on right now during this. Can you just share that story with me? I thought it was really funny.
So yesterday we had our first day of homeschool. So my little daughter Willow came down in a really quite an interesting outfit, but it doesn't matter. and we just kind of had a little giggle. And then later after lunch, she came down in like a sequin dress that she'd pulled out of her closet. And at first I thought, wow, oh God, what is she doing? She's just pulling out all of her clothes. And then I thought, oh, what does it matter? You know, wear your sequins. What else are we going to do? So I think the beauty of having the children at home is, yeah, they're a lot of work. Yeah, we have to somehow try to teach them math, but they're bringing a lot of joy, and they're making me laugh a lot. So I think that's hilarious. So I think I might try to maybe have some different fashion theme days throughout the week and just let them go wild, because if nothing else, they'll make me chuckle. So yeah, wear your sequins, wear your heels, put your lipstick on, you know, why not?
What are we waiting for? I think you should totally do like a little boomerang of you guys in your different outfits or something. That would be so cute.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know that you have to get back to your beautiful children and your husband, but I appreciate you taking the time. And, you know, I had this idea about doing this interview series because all of you guys that I'm interviewing, you're leaders in the industry. People look up to you. And at this time where it's so easy to see so much negative, whether it's the news or whether it's even people's comments on Facebook, it's hard to watch sometimes because they're just criticizing everything and analyzing everything. I wanted to add a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of fun, and, you know, just pass a little joy around. So I really appreciate you coming and joining me in our different time zones. And I want to tell everyone out there, thanks for joining us, and we will see you soon. Ciao.